Okay. You guys know I've been stalling it long enough. But the Bioforge and they gotta get made. We gotta do it. The Decomposer and the Bioforge, they gotta get made. Oh, you can buy these off butchers? Well, that changes everything. I might just murder all of you then. Because y'all you are very loud and annoying. Let me sleep. It's getting dark. Oh, come on. Of course a blood moon would happen now too. Unfortunate. Okay. This is gonna be a long night. I'm gonna spare you sitting here watching me deal with it. Okay. I don't want to do this, and you don't want to see it. But it must be done. Don't give me an achievement for that. That makes me unhappy. I'm sorry, little guys. We're just getting sharp claws. Come on, give me another fang. Make it stop. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, floofs. It had to be done. Okay. Now then. Oh, we had a sharp fang. Whoops. So we need a bile gland, some living flesh, and then miscellaneous meat. That gives us our decomposer. This is gonna allow us to break down normal parts into parts for this mod. We feed it just like we feed everything else. Oh, good. Okay, it's blood moon's over. It's like the second blood moon in an in-game week. I've been getting a lot of hordes and blood moons. I might need to turn down their frequency. Then again, later I'm going to be a vampire, so it's not really going to matter. That's our decomposer. Next is the Bioforge. It needs claws, a slime ball, and miscellaneous meat. Slime ball, living flesh, and sharp claws. Organic smithing. Okay, and we use the things that we get from here and we put it into here to make, well, everything else, including our tools. So for our weapon of choice, we need some tough fibers, mineral fragments, flesh bits, and it can even break down ores. So let's try feeding it some copper nuggets, see if it'll take copper. Yeah, let's see if it'll take copper. First, we have to give it fuel. Let's see if it'll take rotten flesh as well for fuel. So this is its fuel tank, and it will. It doesn't take very much, or it doesn't get very much from it, which makes sense, but it works. Does not take modded ores, it appears. Which means, unfortunately, we're going to have to use the real stuff. I really don't want to have to use, like, my gold or iron. Let's see. What'll you give me for some gold? And we got 5 mineral fragments. That's really good, actually. So a couple more pieces and we would get enough for our claws. Oh. Did I just crash it by trying to go over a page? Whoops. Okay, so I don't know what went wrong, because as you guys can see, I can use these tabs, and we knew we could use these. I mean, I was running the game for a long time. I guess it had enough. It had enough. Okay, so let's add this to our flesh bag. And let's just start chucking stuff in, honestly. Let's see, what can we give it? We'll give it some beef and some chicken for fuel. And we'll go ahead and throw in some bones. God, all the animations are so creepy. I love it. And it's going to take a bit for it to get through all these, but as you can see, we're going to get a lot of bone fragments from that. That'll have us pretty good to go there. I need more ore. I really don't want to dump. We can throw the copper in there. I'm fine with throwing the copper in there, but I really don't want to throw what little iron and gold I have in. And then let's see what it does with a spider eye. I'm curious. I want to see what it does. Bile, flesh bits, and elastic fibers. Cool. Put it all in our meat bag. Gotta have the meat bag. You see now the importance of the meat bag. You see? The meat bag is infinitely useful. We love the meat bag here. There we go. So it looks like that's going to give us enough mineral fragments. We'll have enough mineral fragments. We have enough bone fragments. We have the living flesh. We have the flesh bits. We just got to get the tough fibers. Is that from rotten flesh? What do we get? Or maybe from leather? I want to guess leather. Leather or rotten flesh, and we have enough to test both. So we're going to test both. We don't quite have enough flesh bits, but we'll do that by feeding it more various meats. Got all kinds of stuff to try feeding it. There we go. Beautiful. We'll go ahead and try giving it a monster flesh. Okay. So it doesn't work with, just in general, it doesn't work with modded materials. Good to know. So we got to keep it vanilla. Good. At least we have clarification on that. See what it does with rotten flesh. Normal flesh bits. How about leather? I do like that it has a little bit of storage too, so you can throw in a bunch of stuff. It's really good for connecting to hoppers, which is good. Okay, so that's what gives us our tough fibers, which is good because this mod has its own version of hoppers that are basically just an upgrade. Well, kind of. They're really cool. So it's good that this can, we can throw a bunch of things in here and not have to worry about it only having room for the output of one thing. Also, because some items give multiple outputs, so as we saw with the spider eye. How much do we need? Okay, a little more. Throw the beef back. Throw some more rotten flesh in as food. There we go. Right, I wanted to give it one more spider eye. We've almost got everything we need, which is fantastic. We almost have enough for the living long claws as soon as we get this stuff, which is pretty great. To be fair, that is what I have been prepping the meat bag for, is so that we would have this when we needed it. That has been the entire point of having the meat bag ready to go ahead of time. Was the whole point. I'm just happy it worked. We need our mineral fragments. There we go. Oh, we need to fuel this too, of course. There we go. And it just automatically takes the stuff straight from our inventory. Awesome. We have the living long claws. And this is something that you have to feed. When you feed it, you see it becomes awake. And it does not have enough right now to do anything. It can eat bread. That's cool. I didn't expect it to be able to do that. Wow, it takes a lot to feed it. Huh, okay. So in creative, in my testing, I was using something called the nutrient bar, which appears to not be in the forge. Do you make those out of forge? Nutrient bar. Make it with nutrient paste, which you make out of biotic matter. Oh, you can throw stuff in the digester. And they break everything down. Okay, so you can throw stuff into the digester to get nutrient paste. Okay, cool. How do we get our digester? Okay, so this is something we make, and I think we have the materials for it. This is why I fattened that first one up to get so much living flesh out the gate. Need a living flesh, more flesh bits, some bile, which we only have one of. We got the bile from a spider eye, I believe. Oh, it's nighttime. I believe we got the bile from a spider eye. I wonder if we throw a bile gland, will we get bile? Should, I imagine. Makes sense. Bile gland's gonna have bile in it, I imagine. And I would be right. Need more elastic fiber. Check. Bone fragments. Check. Flesh bits and living flesh. Check and check. One digester coming right up. Beautiful. Challenge complete. Yummy paste. So now we have this thing, which also needs fuel. So I'm sure you guys see the problem now. Our meat bag is not big enough. We need a lot of fuel. And that means a lot of creatures gotta die. So many things gotta die. So even though we're crafting these things, like I can't use the long claws right now. They aren't fed enough to really do anything. Like, even though I have all these things and it seems like I'm able to just make most of the stuff, like I said early on, there's not a whole ton in this mod. If I just search up Biomancer right here real quick. So you can see, when I search for the Biomancer mod, this is all it is. This is the whole page, including the, like, it lists the effects here. So, like, these aren't even items. This is what we got. This is what we got. But everything here is super, super cool, which is why I love it. Hello, everyone. My name is Jake. We are the Whispers, and this is a Biomancer's Guide to Minecraft. Obviously, partway through an episode, so let me... Oh, one too many times. There we go. Let me actually tell you where we are, tell you what, you missed. So the part we skipped over, basically. The first half of this episode that got scrapped because it was boring was literally just moving from this village to this village. We did a bunch of stuff on the top side of this village, which is what you saw. I was in this house doing the biomancy stuff that you just watched. These are the little animal pits. I planted a bunch of trees, etc., etc. There's a dragon out this way. No big deal. And then after that on stream, because I do occasionally stream this world for some of the more boring parts, like this part, we kidnapped a few villagers, kidnapped a few animals, and then brought them down here. So, this is where we're at now. We have built this cavern. Unfortunately, we are not alone in the underground. There is a dragon's den here. A very big dragon's den. So, that's fun. Yeah. So this is where we're at. We've got our smeltery setup done, just a very basic smeltery setup. We have an animal farm made, we have villagers secured, and we have a ton of this cavern lit up. We even have a lava farm already going, and I made a time in a bottle, which is one of the mods I got basically just for like speeding up mass smelting, like all this grout. I still need more. That's why we have the lava farm, actually. It's pretty much entirely to enable that. So let's go ahead and get this going again. We're going to speed you up a bunch. There we go. Love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. However, we do have one fairly glaring problem, and that is our dragon bone pickaxe and all of our dragon bone tools are getting low. This is actually my second dragon bone pick because on the stream, I made another one. And this is the second one and it's wearing down. So we need mending villagers. Thankfully, we have the villagers to do exactly that, but we don't really have enough. We have a leather worker that I like because we're going to have plenty of leather to trade for emeralds. Trust me. And the cleric is obviously great because that's free redstone. Like, I don't have to worry about mining for redstone anymore. That's fantastic. But we don't have enough, and I want more than just those two to be librarians. I need more librarians. I need scribes from Ice and Fire. I need butchers because apparently they can give us sharp claws or sharp fangs or whatever without having to murder a bunch of cats and dogs. And so, that's something that I need to look into. So we need to get these villagers, get them breeding, which means we need more beds. So we need more sheep, but thankfully I have an answer for that. And then we also need, wait a minute, I just realized something. Oh my goodness, I'm a fool. There's no grass there. That's why they're not getting their wool back. But then we also need more food for the actual villagers themselves. And you can see I made this farm here basically to facilitate that. Thankfully, because like the best thing for it is potatoes and carrots. Unfortunately, we don't have a ton of potatoes, but thanks to our wonderful, wonderful meat bag, we can solve that problem. Yeah, there are some lighting issues down here that make it that I can't plant things currently. Let me actually fix that right now. Yeah, everything's still very function over form right now, which is fine. Anyways, yeah, it didn't occur to me that these sheep can't get their wool back. I don't know how to fix that problem. I don't have silk touch. Yike. That really sucks. That really sucks. You can't, like... What are you? You, what the heck? We're fighting. Whatever you are, we're fighting. Because it looks like you're packing heat. But what are you? It's not hostile to me, clearly. Forgotten. Hi. Okay, I can't interact with him at all. I guess that means we're throwing hands. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he actually knows how to, like, switch weapons. Okay, that was spooky. And all he dropped was, oh, Forgotten Hat. Plus 100% luck? And improved reach distance? Huh? That's so good. What? He has, like, no armor, but that's fine because the other buffs are insane. That's crazy. Extra reach alone is like, damn. But more luck, like significantly more, also high bats. I need you to die. But what the fuck? Oh, that's where the bats are coming from. Also ceased to be. Dark metal deposit? Okay, enough getting sidetracked. I need to figure out how to get grass down here. I mean, if I found an Enderman who had a grass block, then I could just murk him. But that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. Because the odds of that happening are not the most wonderful. Is there, like... Wonder if I can craft something? Oh, wait a minute. Blood magic comes to the rescue. We can do it with alchemy. Let's go. We can do it with alchemy, and we've got the stuff for it. There we go. I knew there had to be a way. Hell yeah. And that gives us an excuse to start messing with blood magic now. Sweet. Fucking awesome. That is wonderful. So let's toss that in there, I guess. That's just becoming our miscellaneous mod bag. So let's see about how we get started with that. So that is blood magic. Blood. Sanguine Scientium. I believe that is the, blood magic guide. So we need book and a piece of glass. That's fine. We have both. Book. Glass. Have you ever seen those videos on TikTok of the, it's a parrot, and he's like, what's this? Glass. And he's like naming, it's a very smart parrot named Apollo. He's a very smart, good boy. Let's see. A lot of stuff isn't implemented, so please excuse our dust. It's all good. Blood altars, this is the stuff we need to work. So, alchemy table. Highly versatile part of your equipment as a Sanguimancer. Can double... Huh? Wait. So, melting ores in a smelter redoubles them. So we can double the ores and then double the output of those ores. Oh no. Produce basic ingredients from other less useful items and then even create anointments. Okay. Very easy to make. What's blank slate? You use andesite at a blood altar. Okay. Boom. Blood altar. How do I use this? A central block of the mod, convert raw blood into pure life essence. May start off small and insignificant, its strength and size grows, acting as a cornerstone for most of your power. Transfigure items placed into it. Insert one item from your hand into its inventory. Okay, so we need blood to start... Fuck! Anyways, I think what we use is a sacrificial dagger for this. Sacrificial knife, that's what we're looking for. More glass, an iron, a gold. All things we have. Sacrificial knife. I believe we use this. Oh. Little overkill, but that's fine. There we go. It is working. It's slowly draining the basin, and we did it. Okay. We have one blank slate. We need a couple pieces of gold. I wonder if... How much would we get for gold armor and golden horse armor? Because I'm not going to use the golden horse armor. Wow. 7 ingots just from the horse armor? Cool. Okay. Very cool. You'll love to see it. Oh, I ran out of heat. Whoops. Wasn't paying attention to that. One in here, and then the other 2 are going to go up here because this farm actually isn't, like, fully complete. Now we just have to fill this last block, and it will be done. Oh, and perfect timing. Our lava farm is fully ready to go now. Now, 1 block, 6 ingots. Cool. And now we have enough gold. So we need 2 of those and a piece of iron. 1, 2, 3. 2 of those, and alchemy table. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. Now then, we need... Oh, wait, we need our blood magic thing again. Because we need a blood orb. Just a basic blood orb. Ow. Hopefully that's enough. And we're going to try to, you know, fill it more as it goes. Like if it empties out. Once we have the blood orb, we can just use the blood orb directly. There we go. Okay, we got it. Wonderful. And now we can use it to absorb the remaining. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now we just have to figure out how to use this thing, but we do know the recipe. We can use an alchemy table to turn dirt into grass. We can make grass blocks. We just need bone meal, wheat seeds, and then a blood orb to power it. So week 1 does work. So let's get bone meal. Let's get some dirt. Let's get some seeds. I have to go to the farm. Blood orb. And then I don't know if the configuration here... Oh, okay, so that... Okay. Oh, stuff's happening. Stuff's happening. I don't know if this is working, but stuff's happening. Hey! Okay, so you can just throw them in and they combine in the center. So that means eventually we'll have crafting recipes that need all of these. I wish they had some like arrows or just some indicators to tell you, hey, this is your export button, basically. But cool. Wonderful. We have grass now, guys. It's going to get immediately eaten by the sheep. I just realized that. It's going to get instantly eaten by the sheep. So we need to make more because they will out-eat the grass. And then there won't be any grass left. Just a casual reminder that this is all for a bunch of fucking wool. There we go. Now we have enough seeds to feasibly make enough that hopefully this won't be a huge issue. And now we just go get more dirt. Hello, sir. Oh, you do not like being stuck in there, huh? Not a fan at all. Trying to fly? Oh, that's what's going on. You're trying to fly. Buddy. But where's my dragon flute? Chill. Chill. There we go. Goodness. My goodness. Hi, Mr. Dragon. One of two dragons that is a constant threat to my existence. Hello. Wait a minute, why am I doing this by hand? I can just... Dirt acquired. Now that we have our dirt, we just need a little bit more bone meal and our seeds. So we have 11 seeds. I think 9 should be enough. So let's go ahead and while it goes, we're gonna get the grass set up for our wonderful sheep. Watch out, sheep. That should be enough, honestly. Hey, I need you all to get your ass out of there. There we go. You now have grass. Congratulations. Please don't eat all of it before it has a chance to regrow. Otherwise, I will be sad. Animals, please, I beg of you, move out of the way. Please, I'm trying to make your habitat nicer. I mean, I know you are literally just like lambs to the cosmic slaughter, so to speak. You are just here to die for me. I know good animal treatment isn't exactly high on my list of concerns in this world, but I am trying to make this not entirely suck. Okay, all the walkable area is now dirt. God, you're all so loud. Shut, please, I beg of you. I beg of you to shut the fuck up before I murder all of you. But it is spreading from the outside, which is good. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep sharing then. But now we have enough for multiple beds, which is wonderful, because we need that. That's the main thing for a villager breeder, is you just need more beds. In fact, I think I have enough. If I could get the villagers into the right position, I think I could shove them in a breeder right now. I remember a thing for a villager breeder. I remember a schematic in my head for... It was like this weird square thing, and you'd shove some villagers in, and you'd throw food in, and they had just enough room to pass each other food, but they couldn't get to each other, but like they were just close enough to breed, air quote. There were enough beds around them for them to register it as somewhere they could breed. And the baby villager would just appear in the middle chute and then drop straight down, and you could shove them into whatever thing you want. And I do want to make some of those later that they'll make the villagers, and then they will immediately be dumped straight into a smeltery to be melted down into emeralds. War crimes. But for right now, we're just going to kind of brute force it. And by that, I mean make a bunch of beds so that it sees the requirements like normally. We're going to go ahead and start placing some beds. There we go. I need you all to take these and just... Wait, 1 second. My bad. I just need you to take these and fuck, like a lot. There you go. Make more villagers, please. Thank you. So this is going to take a bit. Maybe we'll do this next episode. But we can probably get started with some ore doubling. That's pretty sweet. And then possibly throw those double doors into a smeltery. That's also pretty sick. I think I'm going to test that in my creative testing world after this. After this episode is done being recorded. But that is awesome. Ow. My face. Also, our lava farm is going wonderfully, yay. Our smeltery will never yearn for fuel again. And then, before we go, pat, pat, pet, 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 pets, pets for the cattos, pets for the doggos, boop for this doggo, pat, 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 and boop. All right, everyone, that's about it for today. Thank you for hanging out. Once again, I am Jake, we are the Whispers, and this has been a Biomancer's Guide to Minecraft. Hope to see you again real soon. Take it easy. Psych, one last thing before I go. I just learned you can multiply wheat Or to be more accurate, you can make a bread with only one piece of wheat. Observe. Okay, we need sugarcane, because for this, we need sugar. And it is literally 1 wheat, 1 sugar equals 1 bread. That is insane. Like, that's so good. That's so good. It's so good. Okay, anyways, that's the thing we're doing now. So I'm gonna make a sugarcane farm off camera. Bye!